Have you ever wondered about New Zealand's economic journey? Let's take it back to the time before European settlers arrived. The indigenous Māori people had an economy that was elegantly simple, yet highly effective. It was rooted in the bounties of the land and sea, with agriculture, fishing, and trade serving as its cornerstones. The Māori tribes cultivated a variety of crops, mastered the art of fishing, and honed their skills in trade. Essential goods like fibrous flax, robust timber, and precious greenstone weren't just commodities. They were lifelines that sustained entire communities. These goods were frequently exchanged within tribes, creating a vibrant trade network that sometimes even extended to other Pacific islands. This was an era of bartering, a time when goods held a value far beyond mere currency, and the economy was driven entirely by nature and the resources it provided. The 19th century marked a massive shift in New Zealand's economy, with the advent of British colonial rule. With the arrival of the British, the landscape underwent a radical transformation. What was once dominated by Māori agricultural practices and trade was turned into vast expanses of pasture. The British introduced a new economic model centered around sheep farming, thanks to New Zealand's ideal climate. The temperate weather and abundant grasslands made it a perfect setting. Sheep farming turned out to be a massive win for the colony. Wool was exported to the textile mills of England, driving substantial revenue and fueling economic growth. This success led to the expansion of the industry, with dairy farming becoming another major player. Soon, New Zealand's milk, butter, and cheese were finding their way onto dining tables far beyond the island nation. But agriculture wasn't the only sector booming back then. In the 1860s, the discovery of gold in the South Island sparked a gold rush. This didn't just bring in a wave of new settlers, it injected a huge surge of wealth into the colony, creating a local economic boom, providing jobs and building towns. However, it's important to remember that while the gold rush and agriculture brought prosperity, they also brought challenges. Rapid growth strained resources and took a toll on the environment. This era also saw the increased marginalization of the Māori population, as their lands were often taken to make way for farms and mines. Even without specific GDP figures from that time, it's clear the colonial era laid the groundwork for New Zealand's future. The introduction of sheep and dairy farming, along with the gold rush, set the stage for an economy that would continue to evolve for centuries. As we move into the 20th century, we see new economic sectors emerging. While there was still a heavy reliance on agriculture, a burgeoning manufacturing industry began to take shape. This new sector primarily focused on processing the wide array of agricultural products New Zealand was already known for. This combo allowed the country to take full advantage of its rich natural resources. But the early 20th century wasn't just about industrial evolution. It was a time of major social and economic reform. New Zealand introduced the welfare state, a system designed to protect and uplift its citizens, especially the most vulnerable. This was a crucial step in creating a more equitable society and a more resilient economy. Additionally, New Zealand implemented protectionist policies to support local businesses by shielding them from international competition. Strategies like imposing tariffs on imports encouraged people to buy local, which played a vital role in fostering domestic industries. This period marked a pivotal transition from a purely agrarian economy to one that was starting to diversify and modernize. The mid to late 20th century was a period of significant transformation. The wheels of change really started turning during and after World War II as the nation pivoted toward industrialization. Manufacturing began to take a dominant role, replacing agriculture as the backbone of the economy. This wasn't just an economic shift, it was a societal one, as cities grew and the workforce diversified. The government played a key role here, implementing policies that promoted both economic development and social welfare. During this time, GDP grew at an average annual rate of about 3 to 4%. However, the most notable changes were still to come. The 1970s and 80s brought major economic reforms that drastically altered the nation's economic DNA. These changes, collectively known as Rogernomics, included deregulation, privatization, and the liberalization of trade. The goal was clear: open up New Zealand's economy to global markets and boost efficiency. Named after then Finance Minister Roger Douglas, these reforms weren't without controversy. The short-term disruptions were significant, leading to job losses in businesses that struggled to compete. Yet these reforms also dismantled monopolies, sparking innovation and productivity. GDP growth during these years was a bit of a roller coaster, but it generally stayed positive, a testament to the economy's resilience. Stepping into the 21st century, we see an economy that has evolved and diversified even further. A country once reliant on farming and factories now places a huge focus on technology, tourism, and services. This shift was a strategic move to position the country for the digital age. The tech sector has grown exponentially, becoming a key driver of growth. It's not just about sheep and kiwis anymore. It's about software, cybersecurity, and digital innovation. Tourism has also flourished, with New Zealand's stunning landscapes attracting millions of visitors and boosting the country's global image. In the service sector, New Zealand has leveraged its educated workforce and business-friendly policies to attract everything from finance and insurance to professional technical services. Of course, the journey hasn't been perfect. The 2008 global financial crisis was a major test, but New Zealand weathered the storm better than most. Prudent fiscal management and a diverse economy helped mitigate the impact. That resilience was tested again by natural disasters, like the devastating earthquakes of 2010 and 2011. Yet the country recovered with remarkable speed. Throughout all these trials, one thing has remained clear: a commitment to balancing economic progress with environmental stewardship. New Zealand recognizes that true prosperity is about more than just dollars and cents. As of 2022, New Zealand's economic journey has brought it to a GDP of approximately $247 billion. The per capita GDP stands strong at around $48,249, reflecting a growth rate of just over 2%. The average income per person is close to $47,500, supporting a thriving population of about 5.2 million people. From its agrarian roots to a diversified modern powerhouse, New Zealand's story is a true testament to resilience, adaptability, and innovation. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe to Global Fact Pulse for more amazing facts. Thanks for watching.